So I'm having a lot of problems lately with lady things. No, not the way that sounds, although that's negotiable because I think all ladies have problems with lady things from every so now and again. But just choosing to wear a woman's body in this lifestyle was certainly a challenge. That's what they say. That's what I read somewhere. It's like if you come back as a woman or if you choose to wear a woman's body in this lifetime, then you chose the more challenging body. But I won't quibble because I think men have a lot of their own challenges too. But that being said, last week I went to the doctor. And at the end of the exam, I said, she like goes, okay, you can put your clothes on now. And I'm like, wait, don't you need to examine me down there? She's like, oh, no. We don't need to do that until for every 5 years. We don't need to do that I can't phrase it right. We only need to do that now every 5 years. And I was like, really? She's like, oh yeah. She's like, you passed all your tests a couple years ago. You're fine. Well, this was news to me. So I looked it up online, and I saw online that the standard is actually every 3 years now for most women, whether they're sexually active or not. And I was very confused by this because all growing up, I had always remembered doctors wanting to see me every 1 to 2 years. And it was the standard, like all my friends had it done every 1 to 2 years. My mom had it done every 1 to 2 years, like everything. So I went on Facebook and I asked all my lady friends, I go, hey, how often do you remember this having to happen? And I got a bunch of different answers. One of them said, oh, well, I think they rediscovered something new about cell growth down there, that it doesn't grow as fast, blah, blah, blah. But one of the predominant answers was, although this was only after one person said it, one of the predominant answers was, oh, it's new insurance laws. It's like insurance companies don't want to spend as much on it, so they've extended the time that a woman has to, they extended the allotted time that a woman can have between her pelvic exams. I'm like, okay, but that still doesn't account for the fact that it says 3 years online. And I questioned my doctor about it several times. She's like, oh no, don't worry about it. It's every 5 years. And I could even swear the last time I went and saw her in 2017, she even said, oh, come back to me in 2 years. So I don't know, but maybe that was just for a general physical, whatnot. But she didn't say anything about changing insurance laws, which maybe she wouldn't want to advertise. And it seems like irrespective of whatever administration we get in office, we can't get a decent healthcare system like they have in Europe, but whatever. But politics notwithstanding, I am confused about a few other things related to female reproductive system. Like the floating ribs and so on and so forth. Just physical changes. Now, if you can see here, I've got two charts. One on the left with a lady in blue looking off to the side like she's on a Gaviscon commercial. I don't even remember what that was. I just always loved the name of that vitamin or pill or supplement or whatever it was. Gaviscon. Or no, Riopan Plus. I'm like remembering all these advertised drugs from my childhood. But she's looking off to the side. Actually, she's looking more like she's getting a male exam where you turn your head and cough. But that's beside the point. These ladies are not transgender models. So this lady over here, her ovaries go up and they go whoop like that. That's the sound it makes too. It goes whoop like that. So they go down and around and up. These ladies' ovaries, the lady with the hair like Ronald McDonald or Mother Jefferson, or maybe Richard Simmons. I'm Richard Simmons! That's why I've been in hiding all this time. I've turned into a lady, and now they're using me for uterus charts. Okay, anyway, her ovaries and fallopian tubes go woo like that. Why is there this discrepancy? Now, neither one of these really is what I remember them being. I remember basically the fallopian tubes going up and kind of down and around, more like this lady's do, but they didn't go down, like they would kind of go up like horns, like bull horns, and then go down. So I don't get even why there's a discrepancy between these charts, but that's weird just even there in and of itself. Now, the other thing that's weird is that I remember taking, and God, look, even this, like this goes into her upper thigh, and this just skirts the top of her upper thigh. Are there different kinds of ladies on this planet? Like if you have Rh negative or Rh positive blood? And that I'm actually going to get into next. But suffice it to say, so the ovaries and the uterus are down so low. Like I don't remember them being, in all of my medical classes and all of my growing up teenage girl classes, I swear, I remember them going up to at least like right below the waist and mid stomach. This all feels so low to me. So A, I don't remember them being this way, and B, why are these charts so damn different? Maybe okay, I get it. This lady needs to be examined every 2 years, and this lady needs to be examined every 5 years, because the coloring on this lady looks healthier. I mean, also, too, this lady's a little blurrier. But anyway, that's beside the point. Mother Jefferson, we're moving on up to the east side. I can't get over it. I just love the 80s Ronald McDonald perm. Actually, my mom in the 80s, like for most of the 80s and the early 90s, she had the Richard Simmons perm. She was rocking that perm. And then one of my friends said, "Oh, my dad had that perm too." Why? Anyway, I'm getting off track. It's not what I meant to do. So the other thing that I wanted to mention, so again, they're down way, way lower than I ever thought they were. Not only that, come to find out, in talking with my best friend, that at her last physical, she said her doctor said, your uterus is tipped. Now, I've heard of a tipped uterus, but she said, yeah, it goes more into your back. And she said that her doctor said that in general, most women's uteruses are closer to their back, which I guess is why you get back pains. But I swear to God, I would always get pains here, especially when I was a teenager. So why was I getting pains? I mean, I guess it affects your stomach and your intestines too, but that was weird. So there was that. And then one of the last things that really freaked me out, especially because I've been studying a lot. Well, maybe I'm giving myself more credit than I should be for this, but I have been studying a lot about Rh negative blood. And then I got into the golden blood, which is really crazy. So if you guys don't know what the golden blood is, you should totally check it out, because it goes into a really, really weird blood type that's so rare. I'm surprised it's actually not common knowledge, because people love rare things. But if you type in Gensploration, the golden blood, I think, you'll be able to find that video. And if I find it, I'll paste it below, copy and paste it below. But that being said, I just always remember hearing the lore and the tale that if a woman is Rh negative and she has an Rh positive baby, that the baby, of course, acts as a parasite and feeds off the mother, tries to kill the mother, and the mother tries to kill the baby. It's a real heartwarming tale. And of course, a metaphor for most mother-daughter relationships. Not to depress you all out this morning. But anyway, so my mom and I had just that situation. Like, my mom was Rh negative, I was Rh positive. So she had to have a shot. And I was always told, and always remember the shot being a shot of Pitocin. And I looked it up online now, and Pitocin is to kind of relax your muscles, I think, or relax the contractions or something down there, which that makes sense, but that's always what I remember it being. But now come to find out it's called Rogam. Now, Rogam makes much more sense in this reality. That's one of the drugs that makes much more sense in reality, or one of the names that makes much more sense in this reality. But I cannot believe, over all the stories of talking about it with my mom, and over all the research that I've done over negative positive Rh factor, that I've never heard of this drug Rogam. It's like, I think spelled Rhogam. But it makes total so much more sense. Now, most changes in the Mandela effect do not make much more sense, but this makes more sense in this universe. I think I'll do a video about it. Which Mandela effects make more sense, which Mandela effects make less sense. But anyway, um, I just wanted to talk with you guys about that. If you have your own observations, or if you've heard that medical insurance companies are now getting so stingy they can't even afford to pay for like the plastic slabs and plates to put your culture on, let me know. But this is really weird. And also let me know why you think there's such a discrepancy between these drawings of how our ovaries are. Or maybe women's ovaries are all kinds of different in different ways now. Maybe all women, maybe there are like 2 or 3 different kinds of women in their ovaries. Women in their ovaries, 3 different kinds. You never know. I mean, we are aliens unto each other in the world, aren't we? Especially that lady rocking the Ronald McDonald hairstyle. Edith Bunker. Those were the days. All right. Peace out.